Down for New Jersey. They lead 3-0 in the closing minutes of the first quarter. There's about 24 seconds left.
Great job keeping his cleats in the ground and getting the ball carrier to the ground.
All right, we're live. Everything's up and moving. Would be watching the Tigers right now, but of course that wasn't in the cards.
Yep, you heard the same thing we did. See the same thing. The seconds are winding down here in the first quarter. You don't have to call a play.
That's the end of the first. All right, well, that's the end of the first quarter, so they're going to go to a commercial break. What's up, Space? It's the end of the first quarter. Second quarter's coming up pretty soon. I'll unmute it as soon as it pops back on. What's up, Jacob? What's up, Space? How you guys doing? But yeah, commercial break, end of the first quarter, right when I go live. Am I ready for the draft? Yeah, I'm pretty ready for the draft. Next Thursday. Yeah, they're on USA Network. What's up, Daniel? How you doing? Yeah, nobody wants Miggy to break the record. Panthers' best team? I don't know. They look pretty bad on offense. Steelers get Willis? Maybe. It's not impossible. Everyone have a good day so far today? I mean, good baseball. It's annoying, but at the end of the day, it is the right play, right? Like, you have to think with that Miggy walk, like, yeah, it's annoying. Yeah, it's a little chippy, and it might be kind of frustrating. But you get a lefty-on-lefty matchup with the bases loaded and 2 outs instead of one of the better hitters off lefties in clutch moments in the game's history. I don't know, like, that's probably the right move. What's up, Daniel? Yeah. We're just waiting for the game to come back on. It's halftime right now. Or not halftime, but commercial break due to end of the first quarter. It was a good first inning, lasted quite a while. No, I'm just kidding. We would be watching the Tigers right now, but of course they're off today due to the you might go to Steelers Raiders. Nice. I didn't really have much to say about that because it didn't feel like a super important thing, but all right, cool. Sounds good. Is there some significance to that, or is it just something you felt like I needed to know? Like, so bad that you said to read it twice. He's not going to answer, which is the most hilarious part of it.
Back to Birmingham, and that's really the theme that Mike
all right,
Robinson
game's back on.
Heard from the coaches and the players.
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
All
right, let's see what the Generals do here. Looks like they're in some kind of passing formation, but again, kind of hard to tell. They go with the run. Oh, a little quick pass. 1st and 10 goes for about 6 or 7. 2nd and 3.
And in the first quarter there, Mike Rob, great balance there for the Generals as Johnson comes out. They had 8 runs and 8 passes. Luis Perez will come in next.
Deuce right, 32 stud, razor.
All right, so far not so bad.
Alternate almost every other play.
Yeah.
They do alternating quarterbacks for the Generals. It looks like kind of an interesting concept.
It's tough to get into a groove. Tough for the offensive line and the rest of.
Don't really know why you do that. I'd just stick with one guy for at least a half, for a quarter on quarter and quarter. Perez passes, incomplete. Oh, it's 3rd and 10. I guess that first play was incomplete.
Again, you look at Luis Perez right here. I think he kind of got locked in on his receiver, stared at the tight end the entire time. And again, Luis hadn't
all right, well, 3rd and 10. Let's see what kind of play they try to run here.
We've seen DeAndre Johnson get more of the passes. And in Paul, quite frankly, if DeAndre Johnson gets his passing together,
yeah, I'd say it's good, Kenny.
Passes out on tape, he probably is the best option at quarterback for this team.
Johnson 3 out of 4 right now. He'll watch on 3rd and 10.
All right, 3rd and 10.
Just off to a 2 out of 6 start. Over the middle,
Oh, intercepted.
Perez picked off by Orion Stewart.
Oh, shit, all the way out to the 25. Hey, let's go. Number 6 with the interception for the Panthers. And they get the ball back at their own 25. Maybe the 26, depending on where he stepped out.
Play by Orion Stewart. Check out the safety play right here. Jeff Fisher told us, I want my defense.
Hey, jump to pass right there. That's how you do it.
Playmakers in the back end. These
Good
guys
play
take
there. It'll
the
get the
ball
ball back
and
over
move
to
offense.
the
Again,
Panthers
Luis
here
Perez
early in the
stares
second.
down the inside receiver. Orion Stewart steps right in front of the short end. Look at the anticipation. You see him put his foot in the ground right there and jump.
Is the audio good, by the way? Like, it's all good and mixed? Hey, what's up, Detroit fan?
And Jeff Fisher is on top of the world right now. He's
Yeah, 1st and 10 at like the 25, 26-yard line.
As an NFL head coach, but a good DB at USC.
Oh, at the 20 even. Oh, wow, that's good field spot.
All set up here.
Gonna go with the run here. Number 3 makes a move, gets all the way to about the 10 or 11.
Reggie Corbin didn't play last week. Getting his first USFL action tonight, picks up 9.
Oh, I see you, Mr. Corbin. Got a little what we call that ball. You know what I'm saying? That 1-2. You know, put your foot in the ground. You'll see him kind of roll back.
All right,
here
well, we'll see
on
the play coming up
line back on the
soon.
inside zone. Watch this. Oh, what a move.
At the 11, they're going to go with another handoff here to number 3. They're going to let him continue it. He's going to cut to the 5, inside of the 5 to about the 3. Although mark him down at the 4. 1st and goal at the 4. 2nd and goal at the 4.
First and goal.
All right, it's 1st and goal at the 4. Here we go. Panthers knocking on the door here. They're down 3-0 in the early parts of the second quarter.
Put that ball in the outside hand, but I love the cut, love the challenge of the defender.
13:40 remaining here in the second. Patterson sends a guy in motion. They're going to go with another handoff here to number... Hey, touchdown Panthers. Number 15 runs it in. Panthers will take a 6-0 or 6-3 lead. We'll see what they do for their extra point here.
You usually don't see a running back.
All right.
It's
It's at least a 3-point lead for now. We'll see how many more that could become.
But again, no cut's the best cut. I'm sorry, I went the other way. No cut's the best cut. Almost walks right into the end zone. Cam Scarlett.
Sheesh. Good run there by number 15. Good blocking. Well set up play.
Misdirection in the backfield displaces the second level of the defense.
Good running all the way down the field to
Great
get there.
job calling plays on that drive.
Just that one little quick cut back to the middle when he got the ball on the offensive line.
Started 1-4, so when people told me they were going to suck after their loss to Houston last week, they had no idea of the original Panthers. Yeah. This team's got some legacy to it. They're going to go with the kick for the 1 extra point, it looks like.
And the extra point is up. And no good.
They missed. So it's 6-3.
Panthers 6 and Generals.
Probably would have just been smarter to just run it and go for 2. They were running so well there. But hey, they're up 6-3. Looks like they're going to go to commercial break here because of the points scored and change of possession coming up after. So, yep, all right. Michigan leads New Jersey 6-3. I have it muted because it's a commercial break, and I don't want to play commercials. Not a bad game so far, I guess. I don't know. It's not too bad. It's nice to watch some football. We're up to 6 likes, so I appreciate that. All right, though. 13:33 remains here in the second quarter. It is 6-3 Panthers over the Generals, and the game will be back on shortly. It would be nice to be watching baseball right now, though. I'm not going to lie. It's just I don't really care to watch other teams play. I wouldn't know who to root for, and as soon as it got slow, I'd stop watching. I at least can get down with football. I can just kind of watch some random spring league teams get together and try to figure out for a little while anyway. The bad play eventually will be like, all right, well this isn't even good anything. It's just bad all the way around. So we'll watch for a while. Yeah, that was almost 30 years ago, man. I think that's rather irrelevant, right? Actually, that was almost 40 years ago. I don't think you can compare the two teams. There's I think a little bit too much distance between the two.
Helmet back on, he's ready to jump back in. 3 plays later, the Panthers had a rushing touchdown thanks to Cameron Scarlett.
Based on what I've seen, no, Kenny. And this league is very evident as to why a lot of these guys aren't in the NFL, because they kind of suck. Based on whatever week 1 was, and the fact I haven't seen an actual person at. Oh, there's a couple people there, I guess. Like this is pretty clown show shit.
This game is moving so fast. It's really hard to get a look at the new league ball, but let's compare it to a couple of game balls that you're already familiar with. Here is the college football with the.
I guess, but it's I guess I don't think this is even the same league. They just bought all the names and likeness of it all. I would say that the connection is literally in name only.
Has a chip inside, so it can be tracked and maybe marked for first downs. But this weekend, the kickers will be kicking with a ball that does not have the chip, and that means there is no insignia. So those are the 2 balls used in play.
If that makes sense, because it's too set. I don't know.
Lewis, job well done. Former quarterbacks up here.
There's a whole thing. If you look into the formation of everything, it's kind of complicated, but it's just hard to be like, well, 40 years ago this happened, so it should happen again. I doubt it. 40 years ago, I don't know.
I think you saw it embodied in some of the kicking stats from last week. I think the kickers will be very much happier this week with the type of ball they're kicking. And you got to think the quarterbacks are affected a little bit as well.
What do we got going on here? It's
kicker Mike Robbie was 1 out of 3 last week. He starts the day 1
second and 9.
Whistles just before the snap. Will check in here with the referee, Dwayne Hates.
Oh, flag on the play.
Number 70, 5-yard penalty.
The ball chip thing? No, I don't think so.
The theme of this game so far for the Generals will take
makes the ball all weird and heavy and shit.
You see the left guard right here. Again, big guys don't like.
I wouldn't see that catching on.
And he just wanted to get going.
All right, 2nd and 9 or 2nd and 14. That was a 5-yard penalty on the 6-yard penalty. Or
the Generals' offense so far is how much they're switching back and forth at quarterback.
Oh yeah, 5. Yeah.
DeAndre Johnson led the team in rushing last week, and the top passer Luis Perez. Mike Riley told us this.
Maybe, I don't know.
That was as far as he had the plan. Johnson.
And the play breaks down pretty quickly with the quarterback's able to run with it. Maybe gets back to a normal 3rd and 10. Maybe Detroit fan. Maybe I don't know.
And that's why DeAndre Johnson is probably getting most of the touches and most of the reps at quarterback. Just look at the speed as he gets around the edge, keeps his eyes downfield. Nobody was open.
All right, nobody's watching the stream tonight. Guess everyone's a bit busy.
2nd down, 3rd down and 8.
Interesting route for DeAndre Johnson to the USFL. Started at Florida State, transferred to Eastern Mississippi State.
Oh well, I'm only going to halftime. I don't think this stream's ever going to really get going.
And now one of the 2 quarterbacks being used by Mike Riley.
What would that do? Why would a tracking chip allow you to like edit the course of the football? I don't yeah, I guess, dude. What's up, Preston?
This is the downside of having a runner.
I don't think that's possible, Detroit fan, but I guess, yeah.
Or one of the most dynamic runners on the football field, you miss things. There's one of the crossers were open right there. And I always tell young quarterbacks, especially young movement quarterbacks, it takes a lot of responsibility.
Yeah, probably.
When you're one of the fastest guys on the football field to be touching the ball every single play and not do what you just saw run the football.
It's a good play on 2nd and long, but on 3rd down and long.
Yeah, it's not a good joke.
You better see a lot of space.
You're not lying.
Brock Miller gets this one away. Lance Lenore.
It's corny.
Won't come anywhere near it. Takes a General's bounce. Down to the 26-yard line.
All right, well, 1st and 10 at the 26 for the Panthers.
A field goal for the Generals, and it's the Panthers leading by 3 early in the 2nd.
Oh, I guess they're going to go to another commercial. Well, this is getting hard to watch. I really hate when leagues start doing a lot of commercials for garbage products. Oh, I'm losing interest fast in this one, you guys. I'm not gonna lie. These commercials are making it hard for me to watch. Another commercial break. I might just dip if this is fucking boring. Wow, these commercials are fucking stupid. Yeah, that's most leagues. But most leagues actually have like good play in between for football. So I don't really think that's the USFL. That's probably the leagues that the networks that they're a part of. I doubt they have any pull to really control that. Plus, like, if it's ran by people at Fox, then the TV, like, commercialing would be the same as the NFL. Of course it would. Right? Like, all right, there we go. I think it's coming back on. I'll do my best to kick it through. I hate commercials.
No coach in the National Football League won more games besides Bill Belichick.
They're just boring.
Than Jeff Fisher.
I don't think so. But Detroit fan, I mean, I would say the broadcasting is going to try to be like that, but mainly because of the people I think running it is like Fox Sports.
Really taking it to heart to serve.
First and 10 at the where are we at? 26. I'm gonna go with the handoff to number 25. He gets a couple.
To the 30-yard line. So we've talked to him quite a bit here in the USFL the last couple of weeks, gain of 4, but you got to know him at the Senior Bowl way back when.
Yeah, I think it was after the 2005 season. He was the coach of the Tennessee Titans at the time. He was our Senior Bowl coach again with Norm Chow. We had Mike Nolan on the other sideline, and guess what? We get drafted by Mike Nolan and the 49ers.
Lucky Iowa.
Yeah. Yeah, it's they like to do their broadcast pretty. Fuck it. Ugh. No, that was awful. 3rd and 4 coming up.
Wow, Shea Patterson again. It's about 3 passes. He's just gonna be upset with himself. Watch the deep post here. Oh, he's wide open. But he just couldn't.
Dude, these guys are just missing like wide open wide receivers and shit.
But again, when you get a guy like this wide open, especially Lance Lenore, one of the most exciting receivers.
Then another injury, so they're gonna have to probably go to timeout again.
Injured general on the field at the 45-yard line. We'll come back to Birmingham right after this.
Holy fuck. Well, more commercials, you guys. All right, yeah, I don't want to watch this shit. I'm not gonna lie. This is pretty bad. Not even fucking 30 seconds into the game, and it's already back to commercials. Yeah, this is awful. I'm just gonna end the stream, and I might do a different stream later. Yeah, I think I'm gonna chill out and then like come back and just do like a hangout stream in a couple hours, or in like an hour and a half or something. This league isn't gonna last. Like this, it might go 4 weeks. I can't imagine too many people like watching this. I'll watch the rest of the Panthers drive just because I want to see, but like... Yeah, the XFL seems like it's the only one that knows what it's doing.
And this is one of the most important players on that Generals, especially the defense. Shalom Luani, leading tackler last week. 3 years experience.
Yeah, the XFL will be good. I think I'm going to stick with watching that. That was actually good. All right, well, let's see what happens here. It's 3rd and short.
We'll take a peek now at what happened.
Yeah, it looks to be a non-contact type of an injury. Maybe cramps, maybe something like that. But they're going to need...
They had to do a stoppage of play for cramps.
He reminds me of, and he also said his player...
Oh, yeah, the XFL was doing great. COVID fucked it.
Great safeties.
3rd and 4.
Michigan right now 3rd and 4. They're 0 for 2, converting 3rd down so far.
Ball's at the 32-yard line, or just shy of the 32. They're going to look around, throw Patterson. Terrible throw, good catch by number 7. First down. Yeah, the XFL was fun. I enjoyed watching those games too, but this... What's up, Amir? Trying to watch some of this game anyway.
But watch the throw, watch the route, push up, separate from the defender, twist your body.
Just finished work. Damn, it's pretty late. It's like 9 o'clock. Yeah, I would imagine so.
Good finish there to that run to make it a little something out of nothing. Out to the 40-yard line. Johnson with the stop.
USFL's in real trouble. Yeah, I don't know, man. There's like no one at these games.
Of the New Jersey Generals, you look at right here the big one technique.
Who, Patterson? Yeah, I know.
Just watch the movement he gets, the ability to just go play
crazy.
Play right through the center and make.
All right, what do we got? 2nd and 8 here
for the Generals.
Yeah, Amir, I know quite a bit about it, but I didn't think it was going to be like poor play like this, and nobody in the state of Alabama would show up to watch a single game. I guess, yeah, that would be your team. Oh, almost picked. 3rd and 8.
Had both hands on it and is wondering why he didn't catch it.
Yeah, that I think looking at it with hindsight, at first I agreed with the idea to build up the league, but like I don't even know if there's a few hundred people at this game.
Trying to force the ball to Lance Lenore again and watch the defensive back just read the eyes of Shea Patterson. I know he's going to be pinching himself because that's an interception.
Well, Shea Patterson told us during the week the best thing he can do to make it to the next level.
Yeah, we got postponed, so we get a doubleheader tomorrow. 3rd and 8. Patterson's going to have be flushed out of the pocket and kind of just lazily, pretty ugly bad throw. Out of bounds. So it'll be 4th and 8, incomplete pass, and probably be a punt.
Yeah, the pass rush is starting to get to Shea a little bit. Just getting him off his spot, having him move to one side of
the only game they're going to be. Yeah, I know, is when Birmingham's playing.
Again, he just needs to calm down a little bit. Maybe they need to get the running.
Yeah.
And that way they can utilize play action pass to push the ball downfield.
It was going to be a fun, exciting day until the weather struck in Detroit. So I guess we'll get to see 2 tomorrow. Double headers are back to 9 innings, right? Like those are 9-inning things now. Not those weird like. Oh, they're going to punt it. 8:30 remaining here in the first half. Oh, shit. And he goes out of bounds at about the 30. All right, so yeah, the Tigers will do 18 innings tomorrow. I'll be live for both of those. Should be pretty fun. Should be pretty fun.
Medical services for the USFL are provided by UAB Sports.
Be live all day tomorrow talking baseball.
So we knew coming in, Mike Robb, the dual quarterback system for New Jersey would be a story. Johnson right now 3 out of 4. Luis Perez just 2 out of 7. He also has.
All right, 8:24 remaining here in the first half. 8:24 here in the second quarter. That is 8:24 in the second quarter. Both teams have all their timeouts. It's 6-3 in favor of the Panthers. 1st and 10 for the Generals at the 28. You're doing the Cards game tomorrow? Hell yeah. Who are you guys playing? It'll be a yard or 2. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Gain of 2. And Johnson jog off.
Savon Walker, look at big fella moving.
Look at Detroit. Yeah, I mean, they could have a crowd, yeah, if they were playing somewhere in Michigan, even if it was like the Grand Rapids area.
And then Terry Myrick and
Cincy Reds. Oh, that should be an easy win.
Destroy the running back.
Reds are pretty bad this year, right?
Behind your pads. That's how you two-gap as a
2nd down and
defensive
8.
Well, you mentioned Luis Perez learned how to play quarterback off of YouTube. Didn't play varsity football. Took up the interest afterward. Perez strike out wide.
That'll be a 1st down.
The former Green Bay Packer,
Just shy of the 50.
Good effort there at the end to pick up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47, it looks like. Yeah, they're awful. Yeah, they got rid of anybody with any talent on their team, so.
Yeah.
So he worked his way to walk it onto the Southwestern Community College. That's in Southern California team. And he said he bought himself a full-length mirror in his room. He watched YouTube and watched his mechanics in his room, practicing the 1- and 3-step drop at night, and did earn a spot playing quarterback for Southwestern College.
Yeah, here we go.
Gets it out of his hands quickly. Satterfield.
Maybe about a 3-yard gain, maybe 2 or 3.
So he gets on to the Southwestern Community College.
Yeah, they shedded salary cap. They didn't want to pay for the roster that they'd put together. So 1st and 10, or well, 2nd and about 7 here. Ball at the 50. The Generals, Luis Perez and another guy named Johnson.
Again, young quarterbacks. Just look at this kid's story.
Tucker was first to go on the Reds, yeah. Yep, you're right, Kenny. I think so. I don't think the Panthers would take Ford Field if they were in Detroit, so they'd probably end up Eastern Michigan or some high school. I don't even know if they'd be necessarily in Detroit. They could be out in Grand Rapids even. Detroit fan. And that'll get into Michigan territory. 3rd and about 1, 3rd and 2 maybe, depending on the spot.
To starter, makes his way to Texas A&M Commerce. Not only becomes the starter there, Mike Robb, but they win the Division II national championship.
Yeah, they're just spring league heroes, you know, those kind of guys. Holy shit.
Yeah, man. I mean, reality manifested, right? I mean, this kid definitely knew what he wanted, worked hard to get it, and again, when
guys who kind of just exist around the spring leagues.
That's success. That's Luis Perez.
Under center here now. You can hear him. Gotta go, gotta go. Tailback behind him is Darius
Victor. All right, 3rd and 1. Ball's at the Michigan 40. Oh, he gets stuffed. All right, so it'll be 4th and 2. About 5:30 remaining in the quarter. Good stop there by Michigan. Clock is ticking too. It's at 5:25.
There's those two linebackers again, Frank Genda and Terry Myrick. Watch these guys. These guys run into this pile like their feet are on fire. I love it. Watch the anticipation.
Wonder what they're going to do. Are they going to go for it here since they are in Michigan territory?
That's how you stop the opposing offense from getting the 1st down. I think they lost yardage on that one, Paul.
Mike Riley says we are going for it anyway. Luis Perez in it.
All right, 4th down play here coming up. 4th and 2. Ball's at the 47 or 45 of the Panthers. Wide open pass for number 88, and he gets a 1st down. The Panthers blew the defensive. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get excited for this. That was actually a pretty great play by the Generals there to get that to open up like that. Yeah, the Panthers bit so hard on that fake run, and then they think that yeah. He just, number 88 just slipped underneath everything and got wide open.
So he's like, okay, balance, yeah, that's one thing, but I like to run to set up the cool play action, and that worked well on 4th and short.
That's exactly what happened right there.
Well, they just got the play off.
Looked like he was going to run, flipped it out to Shepard.
And that'll be about an 8 or 9 yard pickup here for the Generals, who are now driving down the field.
Triple option. The quarterback,
True, they could be the Grand Rapids market since I saw somewhere that they'll. Yeah, I think so. I think you're right, Detroit fan. Grand Rapids is a pretty big city. I'm pretty surprised it doesn't have its own sports team, like professional anyway. I think they have like professional, like minor league hockey. Panthers stopping the run. Yeah, they're doing all right at that, but the pass is killing them right now. They just got sliced up by the run there. That'll put it just inside the 20 by the looks of it. So that'd be a 1st down. Ball is like the 19, maybe 18.
Changing just like other positions. I mean, you know, we don't usually see it at the quarterback position, but again, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It works for the New Jersey Generals. You have your passer in Luis Perez and the finisher, the runner, in DeAndre Johnson.
They have an AHL team. Yeah, they have the Red Wings juniors team.
Perez again quickly.
Another little quick pass, another first, well, short of a first down anyway. Where are they going to mark him? Looks just short, 2nd and 3. This is looking like some points here for the Generals. Uh-oh. Good long drive as well. They're at 2 minutes and 35 seconds left in the quarter here, in the half. 2:35 now remains in the second quarter or in the first half. And the clock is hit 2:30.
Paul, and I know you know it. You never go broke taking a profit. That's exactly what Luis Perez did on the last play.
Yeah, there's a couple guys in here that I'm surprised that they're not, like Jordan Teamu. Like you said, like that guy. There's a couple of defenders. I mean, I don't know them off the top of my head, but there's a few names when I was looking at rosters where I went, wow, I didn't think he was in this league. Hey, thank you. I appreciate the subscription, man. And he almost just scored a touchdown there. Whew. All right, 2-minute warning here. Looks like they're going to go to a commercial break. That was nice. There was no commercial breaks the entire time after all those breaks in a row, almost like that. What movie are you about to see, Mike? So I'm just looking at something right now. I have it muted because it's a commercial break. I do apologize. The Northman? Oh, okay. All right, sorry, I just had to look. I had to take care of something really fast. Just have to. Man, this isn't too bad. Tickets cost about $10. I would go to this if I lived in Birmingham. The USFL might not get another season. They can play. Then they. Hey, I kind of hope they can get another season so that way we could see, you know, maybe the expansion of everything. They need to put a YouTube ad up or something. Yeah, I didn't know until like Kenny said something either, Mike. Yeah, I thought there might be. Yeah, the travel would help out.
I need to go to school with them, man. I love it.
Much more of that coming up at halftime. Generals
well, not really a name that fits with Grand Rapids, but most G League names are usually based off the parent team. And yeah, that makes sense. I don't really care about. Oh yeah, you're just talking about all minor league sports. Okay. Yeah, I don't. Detroit fan. I don't follow a single minor league sports league. If I'm gonna be honest with you, man, I barely know anything about any minor leagues. The most I know is the way baseball breaks down, and I barely give a fuck about that. And I'm not trying to be like, you know, mean or anything. It's just like I don't want you to waste your time telling me stuff that I'm not gonna read. I'm just trying to save you. Yeah, I think they need to be where their own fans are, because these are like, this is empty here.
On the line,
elbow really is the first thing that hits.
Oh, an official review.
And we get that down the line shot again.
Again, I'm not trying to be mean or anything,
Look,
Detroit
I think
fan.
it's a score I want to
I'm just
prove
not the,
it.
you
Here's
know,
the
it's just,
elbow
I
hitting
don't know.
down there.
It looks like a touchdown, right?
We're going to reverse this, Dwayne. We're going to make this a touchdown based on.
I was gonna say that's a touchdown, right? Like, seriously, he's up in the air. He crosses the pylon, then his elbow hits across the goal line.
So let's make this a touchdown.
That's a touchdown every single day of the week. Oh, okay, yeah. Sorry, I'm just trying to save you time. I know so little about minor leagues. I believe you on everything you're saying. Yeah, they called that a touchdown. Okay. So touchdown Generals. Oh, they gave the points to the wrong team on the scoreboard, which is hilarious.
And how they go through it to get to the right answer. It's amazing.
Oh, they fixed it. Okay. So I would imagine they're going to kick it here or something like that, and we'll see. But it's 9-6 right now. It's a 3-point game. Could be a 10-point, 11-point, or 12-point, 13-4. I don't even know how this works down. I think you can have like 50-point play in this league.
And get into their offense. I think
Classic Michigan, both Panthers and Wolverines, yeah.
A leg up because of
it's football, Morgan. Spring league, typical bad, goofy ass football leagues. A minute 57 remains here in the first half.
Just under 2 minutes. All their timeouts left.
Nice to see a few people popping in. How's everybody doing on this fine Friday? We're up to 10 likes. I didn't expect to get that many this afternoon. For a gambler's game, and that's how I found out. Yeah, I don't. You kind of got to look up the USFL games on your own accord to find out when teams are playing. Are they going to commercial break right now?
Inside of 2 minutes until halftime. New Jersey back on.
Oh, that's stupid.
Big night tonight.
Yeah. All right. Well, it'll be 10-6. It's a commercial break. There's a minute 57 remaining. The Panthers will get the ball back with 3 timeouts to work with. So we'll see if they try to get some points back to tie this up. We'll take the lead by 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 points. It's weird that there isn't like a set amount. It's just like you can get anywhere from 6 points to 9 points on a play. Be crazy if the Generals went out with like one of those onside kick attempts just because the Panthers can't really move the ball right now. I would. It's early enough in the game where if you even give up a touchdown, it's not that big a deal. You're only down by like 3 points. I'd be all kinds of aggressive as a coach in this league. I'd be like, all right, we're gonna go for that weird onside thing where it's like 4th and 12 and you got to convert it. And you got 3 timeouts in the ball. You get up by quite a few. Yeah, I think the XFL is a little smarter. It's not that much different with the USFL. With the multiple point options.
Right now it's all on Shea Patterson and the Michigan offense. They have seen the lead go to the New Jersey Generals after an 11-play, 67-yard drive. And now Patterson can respond to that 2 out of 6 start.
What's up, Porter? This is the USFL. It's the Panthers taking on the Generals. It's the pinnacle of high sport.
It's a big loss, Paul.
There's fantasy football for this league.
Generals defense.
Lower body injury.
That's the crazy part, is if there's actually fantasy football for this. The Buckers get 31 yards and they're leading the league in fantasy points.
Rob. They had the time of possession. They dominated that more than any other.
You get the
team
first
last week.
pick, you're
They're winning
upset
there
because
again
you have no
tonight.
idea what to
Better
do.
than 2-1.
Like,
They also
I'm
have over
stressed.
100 yards more than the Panthers.
All right,
As
first
Michigan
and
has
10
been
for the
pushing on
Panthers
offensively
coming up.
before
Balls, I
halftime.
think, at the 30.
Injured Panther on the field there at the 27-yard line.
Uh-oh.
I think when you look at
Looks
this
like we're going to be going to another commercial
this
break
Generals
here.
offense, I mean, I think it's not by mistake when you see the time of possession, you see the rushing yards, you see outgaining the Panthers, especially on the ground. It's not by mistake that DeAndre Johnson's been the quarterback a lot of tonight. With his ability to run the football, it just opens.
There's only about 7 to total 10. Wow. That's pretty. That makes sense. I wouldn't expect there to be much fantasy draw to this league.
Touchdown drive with DeAndre Johnson. Injury on the field. We'll take a break and come right back to Birmingham.
Yeah, more than likely, I think I'm just going to stick with doing the first half of this. It's going to jump on this. Well, I'm sure you can bet on these games. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if you can bet on amateur sports, though, or whatever this league is. It would take some real degeneracy to bet on the USFL football. It's a commercial break with the injury timeout. Yeah, it's the first year. Yeah. So, I mean, they're working things out, getting through some kinks and all that. So, I understand it. As long as they don't run out of money, they'll be able to go to year 2 and maybe look a little sharper in year 2. And their funding isn't the problem. They're good for I think they're funded for 3 years, thanks to the money that they got from Fox and all them. I don't know. It has the shell of an okay game. Like, I think in 2 weeks this will be a lot better. But right now, it feels very raw because a lot of these guys, I don't think they played in a while. Not at any kind of like higher or serious competitive level, you know. Oh, this guy was pretty hurt. Still helping him off the field. Tomorrow's going to be fun, though. I'm going to be busy on the channel. We'll be doing the Tigers' first and second games. Well, that's good for that guy. He's a new football head coach. Jeff, what'd you do to my boy? It's still an injury timeout. That guy got pretty hurt. You don't count the CFL? Yeah. Yeah, me either. Damn, that guy's dad looks like his mom. I really hope they don't show the injury. The NFL learned that you don't show these injuries, but we'll see if they decide to. I'm glad they didn't there. You know what's funny? Shea Patterson probably talked a lot of shit to people when he went to Michigan, only to end up where he is. Nowhere near the NFL. Just a weird trajectory his life went on. Well, it'll eventually be 1 minute and 50 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The Generals lead 10-6 here. The Generals lead 10-6 over the Michigan Panthers, but Panthers have the ball, 3 timeouts, and about 1:50 on the clock, and they have the ball at their own 30. Ooh, my nose. The more you know. I'll be back in like 20 seconds. I'm going to go grab another soda.
Panthers and the Generals approach halftime here. And this is such a hard part for players because everybody's into the game.
Yep.
You're not thinking about being injured, and then something like that happens. And even though now we're at the point of the timeout where they all realize they're going to have to go back out and play, it is such a difficult thing to put that out of your head, put the helmet back on, and go play football.
Absolutely, Paul. I mean, that's their teammate, right? That's being carted off the field, and so there is an emotional. There's some emotions going through these guys. One or two things can happen. It can either kind of, sit them down and kind of make them go into a shell, or they pick it up, they respond, and play well for their teammate.
We hope the best for Joey Magnifico there as he heads into the locker room. Back to football, we just saw the New Jersey Generals with their best drive of the game go down and score a touchdown.
Oh, this shit. Patterson just got sacked.
Tried to escape up the middle, but Tyshawn Render says, no, you don't. Loss of 3.
And
So 3-yard loss on the play.
Draw. It looked like they were trying to get some type of positive play as a drive starter.
Yeah, more than likely, I'm a C Detroit fan. I agree with your take on Michigan.
Nobody blocked the defensive lineman.
All right, for 2nd and 13 here.
The Panthers do have all 3 timeouts left. Let a lot of time tick away there. Good pocket.
Little dinky pass there. He gets a few yards back. Probably all the yards lost on the sack. It'll probably be 3rd and 10.
Gain of 3. Christian Tutt, the safety, makes
Yeah, 3rd and 10 coming up. So a minute and looks like New Jersey took a timeout. It looks like so 1 minute and 11 seconds left on the clock.
Allowed receivers in front of them to catch the football. Run up.
Or somebody took a timeout somewhere, so there's only 1:10 left, or 1:11. The clock stopped anyway. Whatever.
Trying to get it back. You just saw former NFL defensive back Chris Dishman, who is now the defensive coordinator for the Generals.
Alpha 9 swag. Push it. Here we go, rip. So go.
To the ground, nice cutback by Reggie.
Well, and that gets about 3 yards. They're trying to see if they can bait someone into a timeout.
We'll see if they use their timeouts. Gain of 3.
Oh, no one's used the timeout. They must have been out of bounds. How many yards does Perez have? Let me look.
I mean, this is when you're a defensive back and you see the ball carrier coming to
Perez is at 7 of 12 for 53 yards and a pick.
Watch how he feels.
That's it.
At the safety position. Make sure he gets Corbin down. Again, tackles with his shoulder pad, gets his helmet out of.
But he's got his numbers are looking better than when they started.
To bring a running back down in space.
Paxton Lynch didn't play in the CFL. He rode the practice squad rosters and contributed nothing to your Rough Riders. Dude didn't get his COVID shot and went home weeks before the season concluded. Well, it sounds like he's just been Shea Pattersoning it up all over every football league. Just kind of mediocre play that somehow has him high valued. I don't really get it.
It's just allowed to roll out of bounds near the 10-yard line.
Yeah, there's been not a lot of offense in these 2 games here. So Jersey does have 2 timeouts and 53 seconds to make a move here.
It's been a difficult first half for him. He finishes 3 out of 7 for just 13 yards. And we'll see how the Generals operate now, Mike. Both quarterbacks have been playing quite a bit.
Might as well use Paxton Lynch. Jesus, 3 of 7 for 13 yards.
And DeAndre Johnson, 4 out of 5.
Let's go trio lion, 32 Zeus, and we're gonna just
Trio Lion 32 Zeus.
How many times did you hear a coach tell you at this point, be real careful?
Be careful.
Don't turn it over.
Don't turn it over. You're deep in your own territory.
Kind of cool that you get to hear like the plays called.
Ready, set, hut.
Trey Williams around the right side. Up to the 20-yard line, stops the clock after a nice gain.
All right, goes out of bounds with 49 seconds left.
This kid, no
About a
hesitation.
9-yard pickup.
Oftentimes when you have a runner at the quarterback position, defenses try to make guys cut back and do things like that.
Mr. College
and it
big
makes you
shot
hesitate.
because beating an
Trey
Army
Williams
team
said,
that went 3 and 9 and 2 overtimes is how you become the Heisman. Yeah, true.
Generals, we talked about this at the top of the broadcast.
Yeah, Panthers just, yeah, it's time to use Paxton Lynch, the best quarterback. Paxton Lynch should shit on this league in all honesty.
On the Panthers, they have 83.
Should dog walk it. You should be like, well, this isn't difficult at all.
44 times for 222
You all
yards
are all
last week.
very slow compared to what I'm used to.
Cut back to the middle.
Man, they're gonna just kind of run it up the middle. Maybe have to use a timeout here to key, so the clock just doesn't die on them. Yeah, they're not doing it, so it'll be second down in about 8, and the clock's just gonna move.
But after that long punt down to the 10-yard line, okay, we've got the lead. Mike Riley had the
Looks like they're
wonderful
just gonna
drive.
hold it safe.
Kept it a touchdown the last time they had the ball.
Still a successful drive.
They gotta run one more.
Yeah, they gotta do one play.
That's what it should be. Zeus. 31 Zeus. Look at that.
They're probably just gonna run this ball here
At the sound
and
of
go to
the
half with
it's
the
same
lead.
thing we know here. They gotta run one more. Johnson
Quarterback
keeps it
keeper.
himself, and that's how the first
And that's the end of the first half. All right. Not bad. I'm going to mute it because it's going to be commercial breaks and shit like that. But I guess that's not too bad. Panthers will, or the Generals take a 10-6 lead into halftime. Let me see. Looks like the Panthers will get the ball first, or get the ball at the half. So I don't know. Not too bad. I don't know if I'm going to stick around and do the second half just because I have pretty low interest in watching a lot more of this. I kind of get the idea. This isn't quite ready to be on TV yet, it feels like. Feels like if they would have took like one more year to put games out and just kind of use this year to practice and get things right and kind of get the teams developed and, plays understood, and it feels like, or even just got, teams drafted a lot sooner than they did. I don't know. Excuse me. Not bad, but I don't know. I'm just kind of bleh. I also don't want to do too much streaming tonight, simply on the fact that I'm going to be going live for potentially, 6-7 hours tomorrow, pretty much straight. So I'm kind of just trying to keep pretty low, especially now that we're going to be having a double header tomorrow. So I think I'm going to get out of here, everybody. It's halftime. If you need a way to watch, just look in the pinned comment and all that fun stuff. Appreciate everyone who did come out and watch with me. It was fun. I just don't really care to watch too much more. The chat was fun. I was enjoying it, but it's more along the lines of just, I don't enjoy watching like bad football, and I think this could use a little bit more time in the oven. This league. And to be honest, not being able to watch baseball kind of, bummed me out tonight. I was like, oh, I'm kind of looking forward to that. So I think I'm going to get out of here. I appreciate everyone tuning in tonight. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate that as well. I'll see you tomorrow afternoon for the first of the doubleheader, and then tomorrow at 6:40 for the second game. So, all right. Hopefully I'll see you around then. Again, sorry to dip out so early, but again, it's just kind of not really for me, I don't think. Hopefully the Panthers can come back and take a W here in the second half. We'll see. Have a great rest of your night. Thank you so much for tuning in. Go Lions, go Tigers, and of course, go Panthers. I'll see you when I see you next.